This is how you make the most delicious arancini with a marinara sauce. For the risotto, grab yourself 1 large onion and 2 garlic cloves and then finely chop. Fill up a pot with 1 litre of water and add 2 lots of stock. Start heating up a large pan.
My name is Jim and this is Gardening Through the Seasons Inside and Outdoors. We're standing in my greenhouse with a wonderful papaya species called Babaca papaya, and it comes from mountainous regions of Ecuador. It's actually a hybrid, and it is amazingly cold hardy. Most papaya species...
How to cut a cantaloupe. So you're gonna wanna wash your cantaloupe. That's the first thing you wanna do, is we're gonna cut an end off. I like to do both sides. We're gonna cut it into 2 halves here. You're just gonna cut right down the middle, and you're just gonna scoop out all these seeds. So go ahead and flip it, and then you're just gonna make slices to the size that you want. And you got these perfect slices that you can go ahead and eat.
Have you tried daikon radish before? Daikon radish is a very large, mild-tasting radish originally native to Japan and China. White daikon radish is typically white and green in color and can grow up to 16 inches long. Daikon is utilized for cooking in many different parts of Asia, from being eaten fresh, pickled, used in Korean kimchi, steamed, used in Chinese radish cakes, and commonly used in...
Can maybe get some sort of video, and there you go. You guys can see, here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was crazy loud. I don't know where it landed, but we just located the phone, guys. This is actually on floor 9.
Holidays are here, which means that you need the perfect flan recipe, and here are my tips and tricks. So first things first, you want to make the caramel, and yes, this is the trickiest and the hardest part about the recipe, and just to know that you can control the flavor, but just how dark and amber you make that caramel. I then like to lightly whisk the eggs, and then to that I add some sweet condensed milk instead of regular sugar because I like the flavor more, and that little bit of salt definitely rounds out the flavor. Next up,
These are freezer pops. It was one of my favorite things as a kid in the summer. And every year, one of my friend's dads would hand them out to us kids. I'm excited until he hands me a purple one. The worst flavor. Is there a way to switch? Can I get a blue one? He was nice enough to change, but he then hit me with a green one. It's not the one I asked.
Let's flip it over.
Today we're making zuppa di lenticchia, or lentil soup. Andiamo. Start by finely dicing some onion, carrot, and celery, and in a pot, heat a generous drizzle of olive oil. Add all of your vegetables, season with salt and pepper, and saute until soft and fragrant. Next, stir in a cup of lentils and some bay leaves, and pour in enough water to cover. Bring it to a boil, then reduce to a gentle simmer, and add your crushed tomatoes. Give it a stir, cover, and let it cook for about 45 minutes, stirring occasionally.
Must try fried morel mushrooms.
We're going to start by slicing our morels in half. Then we're going to make our batter. In a bowl, we're going to put 1 cup of flour, followed by garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika. Get that mixed up. We're going to move on to our wet ingredients, where we add 1 large egg and 1/4 cup of milk into a bowl. We're going to get that nice and beat it together. And we're ready to soak these mushrooms. Once we get our mushrooms all battered.
Got an empty jar of Nutella? Don't throw it away. Let me show you what you can do with this.
Having this major craving for fried plantains, also known as tostones. I hope I pronounced it correctly. So I grew up on these. My mom made these all the time, and between me and my dad, we could eat so many. Make sure the plantain is green, dark green, not even a sign of ripeness, or it will be sweet unless you like it sweet. Super easy. You fry it for a couple minutes, take it out, flatten it out, then you fry it back again, and then
So I've been eating scallops my whole life, but it was only here in Hong Kong that for the first time I had a scallop with this extra bit attached. What's this?
That's part of it.
I've learned this extra part here is referred to as the coral. It's the reproductive organ of the scallop, and I guess this guy here must have been king of the ocean or something, because wow, it was a mouthful. It was super tender. It had a
These cheeseburger sliders are super cheesy and really easy to make. Start by browning ground beef with onions, garlic, and as much Tony's or Cajun seasoning as your heart desires. Then cut Hawaiian rolls in half and put it into a casserole dish. Add a layer of cheese, then the beef, and more cheese. I'm using cheddar and jalapeno jack, but you can use whatever cheese combo you want. Brush some butter on top of the rolls, add a sprinkle of sesame seeds, and bake at 350 for 15 minutes or until it's nice and toasty. Serve with lettuce, tomato.
Let's make together the best tarte tartane, a recipe I've learned from my latest trip to Paris. What I love about this recipe that is fuss-free and come together in no time. All you need is apples, sugar, butter, a pinch of salt, and puff pastry. Give it a little of egg wash to the oven for 30 minutes at 180 degrees. Flip and enjoy this perfect autumn dessert. Bon appetit!
Homemade whipped cream is so easy to make at home and is so much better than the stuff you can buy at the store. You just need 3 simple ingredients: cold heavy cream, powdered sugar, and vanilla extract for flavor. Use an electric mixer to whisk the ingredients together until you have thick, fluffy peaks. Enjoy!
Ever tried Schneepeck? It's the most amazing habanero salsa you'll ever try. In a mixing bowl, combine chopped habaneros, use gloves if you need to, tomato, onion, and cilantro. Add bitter orange juice and salt. Mix and refrigerate overnight.
Yuk-tau. In a bowl, combine flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Then in a separate bowl, mix water and oil and add it to the flour. Knead until everything combines together. Then rest for 20 minutes. Next, roll the dough flat and tri-fold it. Rotate and repeat the process 3 times. Then rest again for 2 to 3 hours. Once rested, stretch it and cut it into 12 kinda even sticks. Then using chopsticks and a little water, press 2 pieces together.
An entire section of everything that is bad for you, but I kinda want it. Do I need zingers, ho-hos, Twinkies, more zingers, donuts, bouncers, whatever that is, some of that, a little bit of that, maybe.